Ready. Sri Tridandi Chinna, here Swamy ji, Honorable Defense Minister Sri Rajnath Singh ji, great spiritual leader Ravi Shankar ji, other guests on the dais, dignitaries, brethren and sisters. Today I feel blessed and honored to be amongst you on this occasion of Sri Ramanuja Sahasrabdi Samaroh. Here, since Ramanujacharya sanctified this earth with his birth, and devotees all across the world are awaiting to see this Samaroh. The Divya Saketan, this magnificent spiritual complex, and the gigantic statue of Ramanuja have been the dream project of Sri Tridandi Chinna Jeeyar Swamy ji since a long time, and ultimately this became to a reality largely because of his determination, conviction, efforts, and commitment. I am really very proud and honored to be in this occasion, and I have nothing much to say. I will only say what are the messages of Ramanujacharya ji to the entire world. He was talking of equality in this creation before the God. There is no discrimination. Everybody is equal. And in the field of religion, there is no equality. In the field of social, there is no equality. So, he just propagated for equality. Everybody not only should be equal before God, there should be no untouchability. When everybody is equal, where is the question of untouchability? This has been propagated by Ramanuja, and ultimately during the freedom fight, when the entire nation was fighting against the Britishers to free India, at that time Gandhiji also had his campaign against untouchability, which was said 1,000 years back by Ramanuja. And he also said that another thing, the equality, there was no equality between man and woman. And there was a time the women were not even able to read. They have absolutely no right for education. They are not able to read Shastra. But to speak of to read Shastra, not to hear Shastra. That was a time. And therefore, at that time, Ramanuja said that this is unjust, this is arbitrary, and this cannot be done. He has the courage, conviction, commitment that this is bad and this must go. And that is 1,000 years back, which we are not able to think of now. And so far as the question of equality is concerned, for equality, fighting is going on. Equal right should be given to the women or not. For that, there are agitations still today. And now the dream of Ramarji is going to be reality because women empowerment is being done by the different governments. And apart from that, I like to say that so far equality is concerned, even we have embodied in our constitution in Article 14. The state shall not deny to anybody, to any citizen, equality before the law or equal protection of law. In spite of that, there is no equality today. There is all the people are not equal and they are not getting the equal protection for law because it absolutely depends on the rulers. Rulers has to give justice. Ruler has to treat everybody equally. And unless rulers see them equally, then there is no question of equality. And think of 1,000 years back, what is the courage of Ramanujaji when the untouchability was in the peak? The untouchables have no right to talk with the caste people. He allowed them to enter the temple and worship God. Ramanujaji is not only a teacher, a philosopher, a scholar, and I will say that he was a great revolutionary. He brought a revolution in religion. He brought revolution in social order. This sort of society is never thought of by the Lord of the universe, Vishnu. And therefore, this cannot be tolerated. So there is the entry of the Harijans, these neglected people, to the mandis. And as we are thinking of the downtrodden people of the society, who have been deprived of many of the opportunities, either of the administration or of the society. And Ramanujaji said that this is absolutely wrong and unjust. Therefore, not only a reformer and a philosopher, his courage, seeing that we think that such a great man, such a great philosopher, but giving so much message to the world, is to be worshipped, and that great dream has been a reality due to Swamiji, China, Jeeyar Swamiji. And he had another thing said that ego, there should be no ego. Sort these people. Sort the society. Therefore, nobody has the right to show ego, and showing ego, you know what had happened, the case of Duryodhana. He was not even prepared to give an inch of land, Chuchagra Medini. And for that there was such a deadly Mahabharata war, the entire earth was sucked with human blood. And ultimately, the entire Kuruvansh has been annihilated. And another instance I will say, and thereafter I will conclude my speech. when Alexander the Great, who was a great conqueror of the world, on his deathbed, he asked Seleucus and others, that I was such a great conqueror, great emperor. I have killed so many people. Hearts are sucked with human blood. And people are terrified hearing my name. Now, when my coffin will be taken, you just hang both of my hands beyond the coffin so that the people will think that this great man, this great emperor, this great conqueror, when he left the world, he left the world with empty hand. Therefore, don't show ego. That was the message of Ramarajji. So on this occasion, there is no time. I will only say I have the great opportunity, great privilege, great honor that I came to this function, this celebration with the invitation of Swamiji and got an opportunity of visiting the grand statue, the gigantic statue which has been built by Swamiji. And with this, I conclude my speech.